Hello all. In this tutorial of engineering graphics, I am going to talk about scales, which is the most important topic where you can score good marks if you are very good at conversions and understanding of different types of scales. Now coming to scales are of three different types. Number one, you can call it as full scale, or else you can call it as a same scale. In some cases it can also be called as actual scale, okay, and that is represented with 1:1 ratio. I'll tell you what exactly 1:1 means. And number two is reducing scale. Reducing scale means we will try to reduce the scale by 1:2 ratio, okay. Then again, enlarging scale, okay. These are three different types of scales available. Now when and where required, we need to develop them based on the given dimensions or specifications, okay. Now firstly, let me talk about this particular 1:1 ratio. It is called as same, actual or full size. Now 1:1 is nothing but, for example, whatever the size and shape of the component or dimensions of the component are taken directly, whatever the dimensions given, that need to be followed, okay. Whereas coming to the reducing scale, we'll try to scale down the dimensions. We'll try to reduce the dimensions, okay. Coming to enlarging scale, we'll try to increase the size of the component by changing the dimensions, okay. So why that is required, why it is actually required means, for example, if I talk about 1:1 ratio, imagine that this is an A4 size sheet where we need to develop a drawing, okay, a simple drawing, maybe of size of 50 mm by 20 mm, not at all a problem. On an A4 sheet size, you can easily draw a 50 by 20 mm sketch. This is 20, this is 50, without any change in the given size of the component or dimensions of the component. Similarly, if you want to draw few other components or sketches related to that particular drawing sheet, you can draw it if it is exactly fitting to the size of the A4 sheet, okay. Means we are not going to change any of the dimensions, okay. In the same way, if it is about 1:2 ratio, again I am considering the same drawing sheet of A4 size. Now in this drawing sheet, I want to draw a component of 1000 by 500 mm. Now this 1000 mm by 500 mm is not possible to draw. For example, it may go out of the sheet, okay. If it is going out of the sheet, then what we need to do, we need to scale down. Scale downing is nothing but 1:2 ratio, where we'll try to divide the dimensions by 2. It is divisible by 2. If the ratio is, for example, if you want to further reduce the scale 1:10, then this 500 is divided by 10 mm, 1000 divided by 10. So that value will consider to draw here, okay. Now if it is 500 by divided by 2, nothing but 250 mm by 500 by 250 mm is the dimension that we need to consider in case of 1:2 ratio, okay. Similarly, if you want to further scale down, then we may go by 1:5, 1:6, 1:10. It all depends on the requirement, okay, of the customer or else of the drawing sheet that we are supposed to use. Similarly, 2:1. Why we go with 2:1 means, for example, there is again a same kind of drawing sheet, but you want to represent a small component, small entity or small component, okay, which is very minute, which can't be visible properly with the naked eye, but you can increase the size of this particular component, you can increase the scale of the component and show it. Okay, means for example, if the size of the component is for example maybe width is 2 mm and thickness is some 3 mm, now you can increase the scale, you can increase the scale and you can draw the sketch. Okay, that can be increased with this unit. Okay, 2 units you can increase and you can show it on the sheet of paper. Okay, so this is how it is very much helpful. Without scaling you can't draw any of the layouts. Okay, you can't draw any of the big machine components on a sheet of paper. So the scalings are very much important when it comes to engineering practice. All right, now I'll give you some examples related to as 1:1 talk about the full size or the same size. Okay, that you can draw directly on a sheet of paper. But when it comes to the reducing scale, what we try to do, for example, the best example is eccentric, which is one of the assembly of machine drawing component. So here this eccentricity can't be drawn directly on a simple small sheet. Then we'll try to always reduce the scale. Okay, it may have many dimensions, but all the dimensions are divisible by 2. Okay, and one more example is if you consider any civil structure, civil building structure, before going for approval from the government, what we need to do, that has to be shown, the layout has to be shown on a sheet of paper, maybe A3 size, A1 or A0 size. But that what the actual land where we want to construct will be measured in square yards, maybe feet, maybe foots. So that can't be shown directly on a sheet of paper. What we try to do, we'll try to reduce the scale and show it on the sheet. Okay, for example, on this sheet, if I would like to show some layout, something like this. All right, but that layout maybe not to the actual size, but we'll still try to show it in feet only, maybe 48 feet or in yards only. Okay, whatever the actual dimension it is going to measure in actual practice, the same value we are going to represent. Okay, that same value has to be represented. After dividing by 2 also, we need to show the same value here in the layout. Okay, big buildings or any big structures can be shown in that way. In the similar fashion, if you take the example of enlarged scale, you can take electronic circuits. Electronic circuits are one of the best examples. Okay, so where the best example is under your watch dial. If you open the watch, wrist watch dial, there the circuits are very small in size. Okay, to show the circuit on an enlarged scale, maybe we go with 2:1 or 5:1 ratio or 10:1 ratio, it all depends. Okay, so that is increased by 5 units or 2 units or 10 units. Okay, based on that we'll try to increase the scale or enlarge the scale and show it on the sheet of paper. That is what we do. These are the examples, and which is very much important, whether it is related to mechanicals or civil engineers or any other engineers. If you want to show a smaller thing on a bigger scale or a bigger thing on a smaller scale, this is very much important to understand. All right, so here this is a simple explanation just to make you understand the basic of it, why we actually do it. Okay, now coming to the first one, same scale or a full scale. Number 2 is enlarging scale. Number 3, reducing scale. Okay, whenever we talk about these scalings, one thing comes into picture. Okay, if you want to draw any of the scales, we need to remember two formulas. Number one, you need to know about RF, which is representative fraction. Okay, representative fraction, that we need to calculate, and also length of scale need to be calculated. Okay, representative fraction and length of scale both are important to calculate before you draw any of the scales. Okay, now what is representative fraction? Okay, in case of same scale, reducing scale, enlarged scale. In case of same scale, representative fraction is always equivalent to 1. The value of representative fraction is 1, whereas in case of enlarging scale, the value of RF is going to be greater than 1. In case of reducing scale, RF is less than 1. Okay, this is a simple Viva bit. You can remember RF is 1 for same scale or a full scale. For an enlarged scale, RF is greater than 1. For a reducing scale, RF is less than 1. Okay, these are the things need to be remembered. And coming to these two formulas or these two values, these two will be given to you in the question. Okay, these two are again given values only. Coming to length of scale, the formula is length of scale is always equal to RF into measure distance. Okay, RF into measure distance will give you length of scale. Okay, and coming to RF, what actually RF is all about? RF is length of drawing by actual length. Okay, length of drawing by actual length, both are dealing with lengths only, so this becomes a unit less, this becomes a unit less value. Okay, let me explain with a fresh sheet, the same one. Okay, now we know the different types of scales: actual, reducing and enlarged. Now as I said, RF is equivalent to 1, RF is greater than 1, and RF is less than 1. Okay, if it is equivalent to 1, we call it as a same scale. If it is greater than 1, we can call it as an enlarged scale, then a reduced scale. This is fine. And what is RF? What actually RF is all about? RF is equal to, simple formula, length of drawing. Length of drawing by actual length. Okay, this is what RF is. Okay, now both of them are dealing with lengths only, so this whole thing is a unitless. Okay, so RF does not have any units. And the second one is length of scale, that is equal to whatever the value you get for RF, that RF multiplied by measure distance, measure up to distance. Okay, in both the things, this RF value will be given to you. Length of scale you can easily calculate because measure distance will be given to you. Okay, now here what are the given values? Simply this is a given value that will be there in the question, and RF you can easily calculate because actual length is also given to you in the question. Okay, length of drawing will be given to you in the question, or else directly RF value will also be given to you. Few calculations I'll show you so that you'll understand. Okay, and other than these two formulas, what else need to be remembered is conversions. Conversions are very much important to understand. Okay, for example, if I'll say 1 centimeter is equal to how many millimeters? 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. Similarly, if I'll say 1 kilometer is equal to how many meters? 1000. Okay, 1000 meters. So in this way, if you want to remember all of them or by heart them or remember them, it becomes confusing all the time. So if you could simply remember from the minimum to maximum, for example, it starts with millimeter, then centimeter, next bigger one is decimeter, next bigger one is meter, next comes decameter, then hectometer, then comes a kilometer. Okay, so I'm coming from the least to the highest. Okay, for example, if I want to convert from meters, I'll take some other color so that you'll understand better. For example, if I want to convert from meters to centimeters, okay, meter to centimeter, so what would be the value? That is multiplied by 100. Okay, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters, means 2 zeros that will add to the number. Okay, 2 zeros will give you 100. Similarly, if I want to convert from centimeters to millimeters, then beside this one zero will get added, because there is only one step ahead. Millimeter is one step ahead. Similarly, if I want to convert from kilometer to hectometer, then 1 multiplied by 1 followed by 0. Okay, similarly from kilometer, if you want to convert to meters, then 1 2 3 zeros, you need to place 1 2 3 zeros. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. Similarly, here 1 centimeter is equal to, one step ahead, no, 10 millimeters. So if you could remember this least to the highest, then you'll understand everything simply. Okay, similarly 1 meter is equal to, how many zeros we need to place with respect to, for example, meters to millimeters, 1 2 3, 1000 millimeters. So if you could remember this format, so everything becomes so simple. No need to remember in this way. Okay, this may go wrong most of the times. So if you could remember these conversions, now with these two formulas followed by these conversions, every other thing, you can solve any of the problems. That becomes so simple. Alright, let us go into problem solving directly. Okay, let us take a fresh sheet and start solving problems. Now coming to types of scales, we discussed about 3 different types, out of which, for example, coming to the syllabus point of view, there are plane scales, there are diagonal scale, there is a vernier scale, maybe a comparative scale, and scale of chords. Okay, so for this session I'm going to cover plane scale and diagonal scale. Alright, let us talk about plane scale first. Number 1 is plane scale. Okay, coming to this particular plane scale, few information before I start with any of the problems. Simple information I would like to give. This plane scale going to read up to 2 units. Okay, let me write all the units here again. Millimeter and followed by, wait a minute, yes, millimeter, centimeter, again I am coming from least to the highest, decimeter, decameter, and okay, let us remember this for your understanding. I am writing it here again. So as I said, plane scale will read up to 2 units, means it may read millimeter centimeter, or else centimeter decimeter, or else decimeter meter, or else meter decimeter. Okay, preceding unit it will read. okay, but it can't read millimeter and decimeter, it can't read centimeter and kilometer, it can't read centimeter and meter. Okay, preceding unit it will read. So that is the reason I have written it. I'll again make a mark here also for your understanding. It will read two preceding units, these two or else these two or else these two, it is going to read, or else these two or else these two. Okay, preceding units it is going to read, means 2 units, I can place something like this, up to 1 decimal. 1 decimal. How to read? For example, if I'll say 6.2 centimeters. Okay, 6.2 centimeters means 6 centimeters and 0.2 millimeters. Okay, 6 centimeters, 0.2 millimeters. Similarly, if I'll say 6.2, again 6.2 meters, this becomes 6 meters and 0.2, next unit becomes decimeters. Alright, next smaller unit it is going to read. If I'll say 8.4 kilometers, if I'll say 8.4 kilometers, it becomes 8 kilometer and 0.4 hectometer. Okay, try to understand. The question will be of this kind. In the question they may ask you to show a dimension of 6.2 centimeters, then you need to prepare or develop a scale which will read centimeter as well as millimeter. Similarly, in the question if they ask you to show 6.2 meters, you have to develop a scale, you have to quickly get in your mind, you have to develop a scale of meters and decimeters, then only we can read or we can show these dimensions. Similarly, if they ask you to show 8.4 kilometers, quickly you should get in your mind that 8 kilometers 0.4 hectometers. So the scale should be developed for kilometer and hectometer. That information is very much important. Okay, I hope you understood. Let me erase few things here. I am going to erase these because I am going to take one question now for your better understanding. Okay, we'll consider one question. Remember one thing, that plane scale will read up to 2 units, as I said, centimeter, millimeter, decimeter, centimeter, meter, decimeter, of that kind, up to 1 decimal point or decimal place. Similarly, coming to, let me take one sketch, and here, as I said, I am going to talk about these two, diagonal. Coming to diagonal scale, this is going to read up to 3 units. 3 units means up to 2 decimal places. Places or decimal points. Okay, how this is going to be read? Similar fashion, I'll try to place 6.24 meters. Okay, if I'll say 6.24 meters, this is the meters point, then next least is decimeters, next least is centimeters, then 6 meters, 0.2 decimeter and 0.04 centimeter. So it is going to read up to 2 decimal points. Okay, so we need to develop a scale which will read up to 2 decimal points. Okay, means 3 units overall, it is going to read 3 units, 6 to 4. Okay, similarly, if I'll say 8.68 kilometers, then 8 kilometer is 1 unit and 0.6 hectometer is 1 unit, next least is hectometer to this particular kilometer. So I wrote it like that. 8.08 is the next least decameter. Okay, so we need to develop a scale of which will read up to 3 different units. This is important. All right, so this information is very much important to understand, then only we can develop any of the scales problem. Let us take a simple scale problem. With that I'll just make you understand how actually scales problem going to be solved. Plane scale or diagonal scale, any of the scales is very much important and very much easy to develop. Only thing is you need to remember the RF and length of scale, how to calculate, and the conversions, simple conversions. Okay, let me write one simple question. Let me talk about plane scale. They may ask you to construct a plane scale where RF is equal to 1 by 50, okay, and measure up to a distance of maybe 4 meters, okay, measure up to a distance of 4 meters, and on that 4 meters show a distance of 2.8 meters. Okay, so what we need to calculate now, initially RF need to be calculated and length of scale need to be calculated. RF value is directly given to us, so length of scale RF is equal to 1 by 50. So length of scale becomes 1 by 50 multiplied by 4 meters. Okay, measure up to distance 4 meters. So for example, if a question given is based on any of these units, try to convert those into centimeters. Okay, because our scale will read centimeters only, no, centimeters or millimeters. So better always try to convert whatever the units given, try to convert them into centimeters, then problem solving becomes so simple. So for this, what I try to do, 1 by 50 multiplied by 4. If I want to convert this meters into centimeters, we need to take 2 zeros, nothing but 100 multiplied by 100. Okay, so I just try to calculate this. This becomes 40 by 5, that becomes maybe 8 centimeter. Okay, now the length of the scale is 80 centimeter, RF value we know, length of the scale we know. After creating this or developing this length of the scale, we need to measure a distance of 2.8 meters. Okay, for that I'll try to take some space here. Let me erase this portion of the sheet. Alright, now let me draw the sketch. Now I'll consider this 8 centimeters and simply I'll try to draw a line of 8 centimeter. Okay, let us imagine that this length of the line is 8 centimeters and scale is always of rectangular shape. So here I'll consider conventionally a conventional height of maybe 1.5 or 2 centimeters. Okay, there is no strict rule given, so here you can consider up to 1.5 or 2 centimeter according to your convenience, and try to close the box. Alright, something of this kind. So we got a scale of 8 centimeter. This is fine. Okay, but on the same scale we need to measure 2 units. 2 units has to be measured. One is meter, one is next to meter is decimeter. Okay, 2 things need to be measured. So for that, what we try to do here, length of the scale is 8 centimeters given and measure up to a distance of 4 meters. So this need to be considered now. As the measure up to distance is 4 meters, we need to divide the complete 8 centimeter into 4 different segments, 4 parts. Okay, so 8 centimeters has to be divided to 4 parts. Divided by 4 will give you a value. Accordingly, try to divide it. Okay, if that value comes in fractions, then what we need to implement is a simple logic need to be implemented here. What is that? From the basic, how to divide a line. Okay, consider any acute angle and drag a length. Okay, any angle. Now if I want to divide this into 4 segments, I'll try to divide this line into 4 segments according to the according to my convenience. So I'll consider 5 mm for each. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 parts. So I'll try to join the intersection last part with the end. Okay, so from here we need to join with the last. Again draw. Now you need to align your drafter to this particular point and this point. Align your drafter, tighten it, tighten the knob and draw a straight line, and parallelly keep that alignment, and parallel to this line drag one more. Okay, in this way. Alright, I can redraw this, maybe this one, not. Alright, one more parallel, one more parallel. Okay, after getting these divisions, okay, simply drag a line up vertically upside, number 1, number 2, maybe number 3. Okay, now you can name this as 0, 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 parts, you got it. Okay, so the question is, we need to construct a plane scale. Plane scale is almost constructed, RF value is given, measure up to distance is given. Based on the measure distance, it is 4 meters, so we need to divide this into 4 segments, and length of the overall scale is 8 centimeters, which we have calculated from length of scale. Till now it is fine. So this need to read up to 2 units, one is meters, one is decimeters, which is there in the question, given in the question. So how to read those two? Now the complete scale will read meters. Now one part I'll try to divide this into decimeters part. Okay, how to divide this into decimeters part? As I said in the beginning, millimeter, centimeter, decimeter and meter, then comes decameter. Now coming to meters, from meters to decimeters, 10 we need to add, means 10 divisions. So this one portion I'll try to divide it into 10 segments. Okay, then we get the actual point. To do so, I'll consider one more color here. Alright, now here what I try to do, again we need to divide this into number of segments. For that, here I'll try to draw a line with some acute angle. I'll try to divide this into 10 segments. Here, because dividing this portion into 10 segments is not possible, because the value you are going to get is in fractions. So here what we try to do, I'll try to take one acute angle line, followed by with the help of compass, any convenient distance, maybe 5 mm or 4 mm. I'll try to divide this like something like maybe 4, 8, something like this. I'll try to divide into number of divisions. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more division. Okay, now you know this concept actually, again no need to explain. Last part need to be joined with the first part. Similarly, other parallel lines, you get the intersection here on this line, and whatever the intersections you get from these intersections, try to drag a vertical line down. Okay, so similarly you are going to get some 10 divisions here. Okay, so if you measure from here, this becomes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 till 10, because 1 meter is equal to 10 decimeters. This is this will read decimeter scale, and this remaining portion will read the meter scale. Okay, so 0, somewhere in the middle you get 5, or else you can name it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till 10 mm. Alright, that is also fine. So here one more thing is, you need to specify RF value. Now when it comes to actual practice, classroom practice, what we need to show, this scale will read meters and this scale will read decimeter, and in between you need to specify the RF value, which is equal to 1/1:50. You can write it as 1:50 also, not at all a problem. Okay, you can write it as something like RF value can also be written as 1:50. That is also fine. Okay, now these divisions will read decimeter scale and these divisions will read meter scale, and this is the RF value which is given in the question. This is the RF value. Okay, this is how we need to develop a scale. And one more point here is simply is asking about show 2.8 meters, to how to show 2.8 meters. This is 2, I'll drop a line here on 2 meters, and 8 till here it is 5, 6, 7, 8, somewhere here maybe this will read, this is the distance that I am going to mark here on the scale, which is of 2.8 meters. This is how we need to show. For example, one more, he may ask you to show 1.5 meters. Okay, to show that 1.5 meters, again one leg on 1 and one leg on 5, the whole thing, this is going to read a distance of 1.5 meters. Simple. Okay, only thing that we need to know is conversions. If you know conversions, every other thing becomes so easy. Now here directly RF value is directly given, so no calculations are required. Simply we have we made it without any calculations. We have considered that 1:50 and we have calculated accordingly. Okay, in few cases tricky questions will be there. You will try to confuse, or tricky kind of question will be given. Accordingly you have to calculate RF also. For example, maybe the values given in the question may be of this kind. He may give you when 1 meter, if 1 meter is represented by 2.5 centimeters, and calculate the RF. We need to calculate the RF based on the representation. Okay, 1 meter is represented by 2.5 centimeter. If this is the case, or this is a scenario, what actually we need to do? If this is the case, what we need to do here is RF is equal to 2.5 centimeter, this is fine, by 1 meter, because here to calculate RF he has not given anything directly. Here he has given it as meters and centimeters. Both are different units. Both are different units. If that is the case, then what we need to do? We need to convert them into 2.5 centimeter by, to convert the meters into centimeters, again 1 multiplied by 100. Okay, that will give you simple RF value, which is 1:40. Okay, if you could calculate. So by considering this 1/40 multiplied by measure up to distance, maybe 4 meters or 6 meters or 8 meters, whatever given to you, accordingly you can calculate. If I consider that as 8 meters, then 1/40 multiplied by 4, or maybe 8 multiplied by the value. Accordingly you can calculate, get RF, get length of scale, and accordingly you can do the calculations. Every other thing becomes so simple. Alright, now let me talk about diagonal scale. Okay, right, again I'll clear the screen and I'll get one more plain sheet. Here what we try here is a diagonal scale. Okay, for this diagonal scale, let me trace a question. He may ask you to show three different units. Maybe construct a scale and show meters, decimeters and centimeters. Okay, and measure up to a distance of maybe, let us take 4 meters, and RF value, RF is equal to some maybe 1/50. Again I am going to take the same. Okay, or else to confuse, he may give you 1 represented by 1 meter represented by 2 centimeters, 1 meter represented by 2 centimeter. If this is the case, then what we need to do, 2 centimeter by 1 meter, that is equal to 2 by 1 into 100. Okay, that will give you again the same value. Okay, so here what actually we will try to do now, length of scale need to be calculated as RF is directly given. To get that length of scale, what I try here is, length of scale is equal to simple formula, RF multiplied by measure distance. This RF is 1/50 multiplied by measure distance given is 4 meters, so that is 4 multiplied by, I want convert into centimeters, so that multiplied by 100, this 2 will be removed, then the remaining is 40/5, that is equal to some 8 centimeter. Okay, 8 centimeter, again we got it as 8 centimeter. If you consider here it as 6, then the value might be different. You may get, if it is 6, you may get up to 12 centimeters line. Okay, so let us draw the diagonal scale. So by considering this 8 centimeter, let me draw 8 centimeter line from here. Let us consider this as 8 centimeter line. Now to enclose the complete box, initially we need to divide this into number of segments. So from the measure up to distance is 4, so again divide this complete length into 4 parts. Again to divide into 4 parts, consider any acute angle and drag a line, divide this line into number of segments and take the last intersection, join with the end point, then parallel lines to get the intersection that I have already explained you. So let me divide directly here, number 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, this is 0 at position 1, 2 and 3. All right, so now to enclose the complete box, initially when we are dealing with the plane scale, we have considered it as 1.5 or 2 centimeters. Now I'll try to consider it as a distance of the height should be of 1 part distance. Okay, so whatever the distance 1 part is maintaining, the same height we can consider here. Okay, and close the box. Going wrong, simply and close the box. Okay, similarly try to draw the intersection. Okay, this is how we do divisions. Now 4 parts of that particular 8 centimeter line. Okay, now we need to read 3 dimensions. Let me say in the question it is not given. Let me consider show a distance of maybe 2.54, okay, mean 54 meters, okay. So 2 meters, 0.5 decimeters and 4 centimeters, okay. That we can show on this particular scale. As I said in the beginning, diagonal scale will read up to a units up to 2 decimal points, means 3 units it can read, 3 units it can read. So now next practice is, here we need to divide this one part into number of segments. How many number of segments, that we'll see. So here I'll represent it as, this will read a meter scale, so here we need to show meters. Here you can show RF value, which is given 1/50. Here you need to show the decimeter scale. Here you need to divide this into decimeters. So 1 meter is equal to 10 decimeters. Here we need to divide this into 10 segments, okay, 10 parts. Similarly, here you need to show the centimeter scale. How to show? Let me tell you. Here, to divide this into 10 parts, again you can simply drag one acute angle, means any angle you can consider, and divide this into 10 parts. Take the last division, last intersection with, join with this particular line, not this line actually. What we need to do is, here we no need to draw the parallel lines. Now the lines will take division, I mean diagonally, line will go diagonally, because here the first point should go touch with the corner, okay. So all the lines are going to be traced diagonally, okay. Means, for example, after getting these divisions, we got all the divisions here on this horizontal. We'll try to project all of them onto this horizontal, bottom horizontal, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe something of this kind. So I'll name it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, similarly up to 10, okay. Now here the first division will not go parallelly, it will go touch the corner, something of this kind. Try to understand. It will go diagonally, something of this kind, parallel to the first line. All other will be traced, something of this kind, okay. Diagonally you need to draw, means the box is of this kind. Let us imagine the box of this kind, okay. So here, if you consider this as the first division, this as the second division, then first division will not be, the line will not be straight, it will not be straight, the line will be diagonal, means it will go touch the corner. It is bit tough to draw. It is going to touch the diagonally, use something like this, okay. Means this is going to come touch here, some here. So parallel to that you get the second line, parallel you get the third line, of something of this kind, okay. So the lines are not vertical as you could see in plane scale. It is maintaining some diagonality with each other, all right. Similarly, 1 decimeter is equal to 10 centimeters. Now here also, let me take some other color for this. This vertical also should be divided into number of segments, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different segments, and try to extend that, okay. But these lines will not be diagonal, these lines are horizontal completely, which will match with the baseline, which is parallel to the baseline, something like this, all right. Now here you can give numbering. Similarly, now once everything is done, you need to measure a distance of 2.54 meters, one leg on 2 meters. Let me take a color, okay. one leg on 2 meters and one leg here somewhere. You need to calculate now. 0.5 means 5 decimeters. This is fifth line, and 4, 1, 2, 3. Here we need to give numbering, 1 to 10. Somewhere here 5. So 2.54. 2 is already done. 5. If I take this 5 line till 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe this is the point. Okay, 2.54. So I'll try to drop a vertical from here till the top. Okay, now if I join these two, this will read a distance of 2.54 meters, means 2 meters, 0.5 decimeters and 0.04 centimeters. Okay, this is how you can do. Okay, these lines, green lines, should be diagonally drawn. Okay, whatever the divisions you create here from 1 to 10, the first line, first intersection will go and touch the corner, this corner. Okay, and align your drafter, tighten the knob and draw parallel lines with each intersection. Obviously all other lines will be diagonal only. Okay, accordingly give numbering followed by every other instruction. Okay, I'll just conclude this. We need to create a diagonal scale, maybe meters, decimeters, centimeters, or some other range given to you, and measure up to distance is given as 4 meters, RF value is given, and show a distance is also given. Keeping this in mind, length of the scale need to be calculated, which is equal to RF into measure distance. Measure distance is 4, so 4 meters considered. What I said in the beginning is, like, whatever the values out of the range which I have given from millimeters to kilometers, if the units given are within that range, try to convert that into centimeters, which, because your scale, the scale which we are using, can read centimeters very easily, so we are trying to convert that into centimeters. So after calculating, we got a value of 8 centimeters. So dragging a length of 8 centimeters, the overall length is 8 centimeters. Then try to divide this into 4 parts. Why only 4 parts? Why not 5 parts? Means here the measure up to distance given is 4 meters. So we are dividing that into 4 parts. After dividing that into 4 parts, you can divide directly, or else better to go with some acute angle. Divide this line into number of segments. Okay, dividing a line into number of parts, that is the concept. So in a similar fashion, here also we consider some acute angle, divide this into number of segments, and trace all the points onto this horizontal, then onto this horizontal, then try to draw the diagonal lines. Again, 1 decimeter. Why we are dividing this into 10 parts? Means 1 meter is equal to 10 decimeter. That is the reason. Similarly, we are dividing this vertical also into 10 portions. Why only 10 portions? Means 1 decimeter is equal to 10 centimeter. That is the reason we are dividing it into 10 parts. All right, this is how we do the practice. Okay, then finally they are asking to show 2.54 meters on this particular scale, that we can read easily. Now you can read 2.54 or 3.58 or 1.63, any other dimension can be shown on this particular scale, but not beyond 4 meters. Okay, up to 3 meters and below that can be shown easily. This is how a diagonal scale is shown. Okay, I hope you people understood the basic concept, why actually we develop scalings, number one, and how to calculate and all. Okay, other than this, if millimeter, centimeter, millimeter, centimeter, decimeter, meter, decameter, hectometer, kilometer, if this is given, this is how the practice is going to be. If, for example, if the question contains inch, feet or foot, inch, feet, maybe yard, then we need to convert everything into inches. That will help you out. Okay, because here as you know, 1 yard is equal to 3 feet. Okay, 1 yard is equal to 3 feet, and 1 feet is equal to 12 inches, and maybe 1 yard is equal to how many inches? That might be the question. Okay, so 1 yard is equal to 3 feet, 1 feet is equal to 12 inches, 1 yard is equal to how many inches? 12 into 3, that is equal to 36. This is fine, that calculation you can remember, but if the question is based on inch, feet or yard, then we need to convert these feet or inches into, feet or yards into inches, then problem solving becomes easy. You can easily develop the scale. That discussion we'll have in another session. I hope you understood the complete logic of scales. If you understood this, developing the plane scale, diagonal scale or vernier scale or any other scale becomes easy. The only thing is we need to know about the conversions and simple formulas. Okay, this is all for now. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe, share and like. If you have any queries, you can comment in the box given below. Thank you for now.